So last episode, I said that I bought some books, but I forgot what they were. But I have one here that I just want to show the class today, and that is Harriet Tubman live in concert by Bob the Drag Queen.
Not Bob the Drag Queen.
Guys,
Wait, that's such a funny title.
it is. Listen, I already listened to this on audio. The audiobook's only I think 4 hours long on Spotify. I don't know, but I saw it in person and I was like, I literally have to buy this and own this. I honestly thought it was gonna be like a memoir or something, and this was just the name that Bob the Drag Queen chose, but it's a novel. I was like, oh, there's a plot.
There's a plot.
In the book, Harriet Tubman comes into the future from the past, and she has a band, and she asked the main character to join the band. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
everybody should read it, and it's by Bob the Drag Queen, so I had to buy it.
I have kind of a no shelf control. It's it's not a book, but it is a Kindle cover. So I'm going to count that.
It's bookish.
It's an enemies to lovers with the little cutie.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my little Kindle cover by Covers with a K. Boop.
Cute.
Sponsor us. Welcome back, everybody. We are your 3 favorite book besties. I'm Lauren.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Carlos.
And today we are going to be doing some 1-star reviews. And basically all of us have about 10-ish books that we've collected, books that we've done on the podcast or just popular books, as long as we know that the other people are gonna know what this book is. And we're just gonna give 1-star reviews and see if we can guess. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so funny.
I know. I've got some good ones.
I tried to the first review I'm gonna read is harder to figure out, and then it gets a little bit easier. I tried to do it that way. I was like, okay, what could I find? Because some of them gave too much away.
Yeah,
I know.
Some of them were rants where it was 3 pages long.
Yeah, I also didn't think about this, but I should have gone on different places to look for reviews. I got them all from Goodreads.
I also got them off of Goodreads.
I should have gone to Amazon or...
It was so hard finding ones that didn't give too much away.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were some that didn't give enough away. So I'm like,
Yeah.
how am I supposed to get you guys to guess when it's just this book was shit?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I know. So who wants to go first?
We'll start off strong.
Okay.
This is a book that all of us have read.
Okay.
This book is the equivalent of the cow print tops from Shein. Any guesses?
That's
the
amazing.
cow print tops.
We all read it.
Was it covered on the podcast?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Butcher and Blackbird?
No. Do you want me to read the next review?
Yeah.
I should have DNF'd this when I found out he wears skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans? Who wears skinny jeans?
You'll guess it in the next review. Unless you have a guess now.
I don't.
No?
No.
Jeans?
Wait, I don't want to say it because I'm going to sound stupid.
No, say it.
Wait, no, I want to hear the next one.
Okay. So this is a long list of things that this author that this reviewer is if you don't like these things, then don't read this book. So I'm just gonna read the first one, and I feel like you guys are gonna get it. This book is not for you if you do not like, number 1, frail, small, short heroine lead who's obsessed with huge, big, broad male lead and who just can't shut up about it.
Get in my swamp?
No!
Not Beck. Not me thinking Beck would wear skinny jeans.
Is it Akatar?
No!
When would Rhysand wear skinny jeans?
I don't know. That's why I'm wait a minute.
I thought you guys would get it.
The skinny jeans is really throwing me off.
That's...
And it's not Butcher and Blackbird?
Okay, I'll read number 2. Characters not acting their age and bickering like kids. Okay, that gives nothing.
This applies to like a lot of books.
I know, this is hard.
A book that we've all read where the main girl is frail, small, and short.
Rhoda Bones?
No.
They're not wearing skinny jeans. These are all fantasies
Oh.
where Levi's do not exist.
Is it fantasy?
Yeah, it's fantasy.
Is it Fourth Wing?
It's Fourth Wing, yeah.
Oh
What?
my god.
Why do they wear skinny jeans?
I don't know. I guess
what?
Zayden he probably wears like leather skinny jeans or something.
Oh
That
my
is crazy.
God. That is actually insane.
Wow. I thought you guys would get it with the short and frail.
I was thinking, but when you said skinny jeans, I was like, okay, like it can't be fantasy if they're wearing skinny jeans.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that checks out.
I mean,
for
it's
Yaros,
Rebecca
though.
Yaros'
Yeah.
fantasy, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, the jeans really threw me off. That's hilarious.
Okay, for this one I only have 2 reviews, but I
Okay.
think you guys will get it on the second one, but let's see. Okay.
Okay.
It says, the concept, the idea, the aesthetic, even the fan arts were all so beautifully done that I was convinced this book would be amazing, but it's just pages and pages of nothing but conversations. Bored me to death.
Is this one we read?
We've all read. I don't think we did it on the podcast though,
Okay.
We've
but it's
all
all of our good reads.
Okay, fan art, and it has fan art.
The concept, the idea, the aesthetic is all beautifully done, but it's just boring.
We should have done like 21 questions. Like, what did you guys rate this?
Yeah.
I can say what we all rated it.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
So Rose gave it 5 stars. I gave it 4 stars and Lauren gave it 4 stars.
Okay.
What have I given 5 stars?
Wait, let me double check to see if we did it on the podcast because I don't remember.
Is it Legends and Lattes?
It is Legends and
I
Lattes.
Okay.
Whoa, to that
Nice.
person.
Wait, I want to read the next one.
Yeah, read the next one.
It says, the target demographic for this book is people who have never read a book, but who spent their lives in coffee shops watching other people read books and wondering what it might be like to read a book themselves.
Damn.
I was like,
That's
damn.
crazy. That was a read. That was
Yeah.
really a read.
I feel like this one is going to be easy, but this was hilarious. So this is a book that we've covered on the podcast.
Okay.
And it says, my sister made me read this. She handed it to me and said, if I had to experience it, so do you. How dare she do this to me?
I saw this review too. I know what it is.
You
So
do?
I'll try.
Yeah, Rose guess.
Is it Butcher and Blackbird?
No.
There's another review that says, woo, this reads like an angsty 17-year-old that is too cool to care about life.
You know.
Dead Inside?
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, not her sister was like, hey girl, read this, please.
You can't just give someone that book with no
Oh my god.
no warning other
No
than
warning.
read it. That's crazy.
You might like it.
In what world?
You might enjoy Prison.
All right, back to you, Miss Pose.
All right. This is a book we've all read, and we did it on the podcast as well.
Okay.
So this one's a little bit long, but we'll read it. You guys cannot be serious with this one. It's one of the most cringe books I've ever read. It's so chronically online and gives the worst edgelord vibes. OMFG. And I won't read the next line because it'll give a spoiler.
Edgelord?
And it's not Dead Inside?
That's why. Yeah, no.
Is this one Butcher and Blackbird?
It is. Dang it.
Okay.
Wait, but I have to read this next one
Okay.
because it was so funny. It says, this series is called the Ruinous Love Trilogy because it ruined my love of reading.
Oh, that's crazy.
Please.
Girl, same.
Okay, this one we've also covered on the podcast. And it's gonna be pretty easy, but I kind of wanted to do it just because I thought it would be funny.
Okay.
This is my review.
Oh.
I don't even know ...
Wait, is it? What the hell is that book called?
Oh, the ones we're meant to find.
Yeah.
I have some reviews for that too. I have some too.
I have this other one. It said, I might be genuinely stupid, but I don't think I understood a single word of this.
I have that pulled up right now.
You know what?
Oh my
That
god.
makes me feel so validated, though, that other people also felt that way. Because
Yeah.
I literally, like, I don't understand still.
There's another one that the review's really long, but the end of it had me gagged. It was like, if I hadn't been so wholly bored / confused for all of it, I might have given an extra star for the cover, but unfortunately I can't bring myself to do that.
Aww.
Fair.
So this one isn't a book that we covered on the podcast, but this one you guys know about because I've talked about it on the podcast. And you've seen my Goodreads. So hopefully, I feel like you'll get it. It's also a very popular book. Like, it's like a BookTok book. So this 1-star review is, not to be dramatic, but this book made me want to yeehaw myself off a cliff.
Not, is it Swift and
Yeehaw.
Saddled or whatever that's called?
Swift and Saddled?
Isn't that what it's called?
So it's the Rebel Blue Ranch series, but it's the first book, Done and Dusted by
Done
Lila
and
Sage.
Okay.
Yeehaw myself off a cliff. I was dead. Oh
Me if
my
I read that book.
God.
Oh.
That's a book I gave 5 stars, by the way.
Oh.
I love reading 1-star reviews of my 5-star reads.
I know. It is very fun.
This is a book we've done on the podcast. Juvenile, no character development, no characters I cared about, unappealing plot. And that's just the first line. The rest, it's a long review. This person hated this book.
I feel like I also saw this.
Is this Darkness Outside Us?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No.
No?
No. Okay, I'll read the next one.
Okay.
Oh, okay, this is exciting. Did I really read the same book as other people here? A juvenile, shallow rom-com caliber fantasy with terrible pacing, which reads like a fan fiction of a video game.
Oh, Mistborn.
It is Mistborn.
Yeah, I did also read that one.
Wait, I have one more, and this one's so funny.
Okay, I have some too.
Okay, it says, hear me out, guys. What if different metal beads could give you powers when you stick them up your ass?
That's the one
Not to hear me out.
That was so funny.
I know.
Oh my
I
God.
read that. I was like, you know what? Okay, fanfic.
I have this other one. It says, awful repetitive writing, extremely limited vocabulary, cliched plot with no interesting twists, childish character development, action RPG action sequences with action RPG magic systems. This is a book for 12-year-olds, except it shouldn't be recommended to anyone because 12-year-olds don't deserve this.
Oh my God.
Off.
Sounded like a rap.
Wow, people feel very strongly.
They do.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
this is another one we did on the podcast.
Okay.
I'm just a girl standing in front of the Goodreads community asking how so many of you could possibly give this book so many stars. The female main character, insufferable. It was a chore to read about her. The writing was not good enough to carry how horrible she was. Even the story itself has holes. Not good.
Okay, so we have a female main character.
No.
The housewife.
The last housewife. Oh,
No.
Damn it.
is it Akatar?
No.
Rhoda Bones.
I think you guys are going to get it with this. Wow, that was horrifyingly bad. I'm actually at a loss for words. The white savior, and noble savage tropes.
Is it
Oh.
Stolen Tongues?
No.
Whoa.
Blood over Brighthaven.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blood over
Brighthaven.
Brighthaven.
I also have a
The
couple.
other one was super long, but I didn't want to feel like reading the whole thing.
Someone said read this instead of R.F. Kuang's Babel, and I really did a double take. If the main criticism of Babel is that it's too in your face and not nuanced enough, read this awful colonizer romance disguised as a fantasy novel to find out what too in your face can really be.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Okay, read.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And they only had one kiss.
Yeah, disagree with that, but great review. This next one, hopefully you guys don't. Okay, I'm gonna just read this first.
Oh God.
Okay.
You're not even gonna think it's funny. I don't know. Okay, the first review for this. Where's my hairbrush?
I saw that too, and I don't remember what book it is.
So it has to be corn. Because I don't want to say the real word so we don't get demonetized.
Wait, is it Pounded by Produce?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
And
I
then
could
somebody, they said, it's like if Challengers was bad and filled with too much produce and Catholic guilt.
I saw one that says, I don't remember this episode of VeggieTales.
Oh.
Okay. This one we also did a podcast episode on.
Okay.
Poorly Disguised Among Us fan fiction.
Is this Darkness Outside Us?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because I'm just imagining them as like the Among Us
The Among Us
characters.
characters.
You know what? That's a good review. That's funny.
I also had some Darkness Outside Us one. Oh yeah, DNF at 5%. I picked up this book after reading a handful of raving reviews. I really need to start making a blacklist of reviewers because this book was not good and I feel utterly played.
5%.
5% is
Didn't even get to the
crazy.
twist.
Like, okay.
Okay.
Whatever. Good review, I guess. So this is part of a series. I don't think any of us have actually read it yet.
Like the series?
No, not the series. This book, this number book in the
Oh,
series.
Okay.
1-star review. This was the most boring, dumbest fucking shit that I've ever read in my life. It actually made book 2 look decent.
Is it Onyx Storm?
It is.
Couldn't be anything else. No,
I
I haven't
know.
read it, and I will not be reading it.
I will not.
I'll just watch YouTube spoilers on it. I'm over her. I'm over Miss Rebecca.
That's fair. I was gonna say, I have such a hard time with DNFing series when I'm so far in. I know, like, that's crazy to say so far in when it's like only 2 books, but book 2 was so long. I feel like it can't
That's
be for
true.
nothing.
That's true. Just watch a YouTube video on it.
Someone a year ago rated it "Sending Hate from Ohio" with a heart. I literally could not stop laughing. And then the one directly under it said, "She's so brave for publishing this." Like, why are
She's
reviewers so
brave.
funny? Oh my god.
You know what, girl? That is brave.
Yeah,
And it
is,
also had
is.
another heart at the end of it too.
Those were good. Those were good. Okay, this is a book that we did on the podcast.
Okay.
If I could measure the quality of a book in something akin to nutrient content, this one would have the equivalent of distilled water.
Huh.
Any guesses?
No, I have no idea.
No.
Give me one more.
It's like a bad episode from a bad Rick and Morty knockoff.
And we did this on the podcast?
We did this on the podcast. The next one, maybe we'll give it to you. I don't know.
A bad Rick and Morty.
No guesses?
No. Is it sci-fi?
I guess it could be.
Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense. Wait, I had a Dungeon Crawler Carl one too.
Did you? Okay, I'll read this last one.
Okay.
I thought Ready Player One was pretty bottom of the barrel, but it's crazy to me that we can go so much lower.
Oh.
Yeah, people hate this book.
The narrator on Audible sounds like he's trying to do an impression of Crunk from The Emperor's New Groove. It's awful. Book could be absolutely fantastic for all I know, but the narration is the worst I've ever heard.
Aww. Not them coming for
fucked up.
his voice.
I also had one for Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's written for a very specific audience, mainly guys who like D&D fighting and weird sex stuff.
It wasn't even that weird, guys.
I know.
Okay, this one's not going to give anything away. I just thought it was funny.
Okay.
The book was more disappointing than my ex.
Aww.
Did we all read this book?
Yes, we all did read it. I think you read it.
On the podcast? So not on the podcast.
No, well, I think you did read it because we were going to do it for the podcast, but then we ended up not. That gives a lot away.
Okay.
I saved the demon.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Okay, here's the other one. This one I don't think also will give anything. I just thought it was funny. Special thanks to this book because I always thought of myself as an insomniac, but every time I picked it up, I'd doze off.
Quicksilver.
No,
Damn.
But I feel like it's in the same realm. Okay, this one will for sure, I think, give it. Whoever says this is an enemies to lovers romantasy is lying. Whoever tells you this has plot is lying. I genuinely can't believe anyone read this and even slightly enjoyed it. The main character was truly a pain of a character to have to experience. The plot was something you would read in a 6th grade writing assignment. I will never trust BookTok again.
Why don't I know what this is?
Wait, let me see if Lauren did read it.
Is it Zodiac? No, wait, we did a podcast on that.
See. You did read it. You gave it a 4.5 and rounded it up to a 5.
Okay, 5-star. Wait, what did I give it?
No, that was you.
Oh, that was me. Okay.
Yes. Lauren didn't read it. I gave it 3 stars. And my review was mid-ass plot and so predictable.
Spark of the Everflame.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Spark of the Everflame. Okay, come for me.
This one we have not read.
But it's popular.
Very talked about, or at least it was at the time of its release. And there was some Goodreads drama about this book as well. So, but none of us have read it.
Okay.
Honestly, I wish I could give less than 1 star because this book simply wasn't finished. Did a developmental editor even touch this, or did it spill directly from inexperienced author's desk onto that of a copy editor, then out into the world? Because while it was free of typographical errors, it made every storytelling mistake I could possibly think of.
Is it Lightlark?
It is!
No shot.
I was like, it has to be. It has to be.
There was another really funny review for Lightlark, and it was like so short. It was like, everything is just yolk.
The Sun. I remember this.
This is a book that is just really popular, and I think only Lauren has read it.
Like, you haven't read it either?
I've not read this book either.
Okay.
I suspect this is like shooting fish in a barrel, but ... It's really sad that to put one's finger on the pulse of current pop culture, you have to resort to reading YA teen fiction. And when said fiction is the abysmally awful blank, the title of the book, it makes one fear for society's well-being, that its reading level, according to the accelerated reader label affixed to my library's copy, is 5th grade. 5th freaking grade, folks, and marketed directly towards teens. Should I keep going?
Okay, so it's YA fiction.
Uh-huh.
Like fantasy fiction or just fiction?
Not fantasy.
Okay.
And I read it.
Yeah, you have read it. I don't think Carlos has read it.
Lauren reads a lot of YA.
Super popular book.
Super popular book.
Like BookTok popular?
I wouldn't say BookTok.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll read another part of it. Maybe you guys will. Purportedly, author blank wrote this as an anti-war allegory. Fine. Perhaps I didn't get the deep symbolism. I was probably too busy retching. But that really wasn't at all the message I carried away from this mess. I suspect that the average target market reader isn't going to make that leap in logic either.
Oh.
This person went hard.
Oh my god. They hated this book.
Literally, all my screenshots are just her review.
What book is this? And I read this book.
You read this book.
What did I rate this book?
Oh, I don't know, but probably like 5 stars.
Oh, I can't tell if that's a backhanded compliment.
No, it's it's a popular book. Everyone loves this book.
Okay.
So it's not on your Goodreads, but I know you've read this book.
What? And it's not on my Goodreads?
Wait,
what? What? Was I embarrassed to read this book?
I don't think so.
A book that's not on my Goodreads.
No guesses?
No.
Maybe this will give you like a little bit of an era of when this book was written.
Okay.
What the fuck is this shit? The latest pop culture item? If not Twilight or Harry Potter, it's prepubescent shit like this that grown adults are reading. They're reading the same shit as their shitty teenager. Okay, we know somebody's favorite word. If one more friend or family member suggests that this is a good read, I swear I will punch them in the mouth.
Crave?
No.
Vampire Academy?
No. It's dystopian. That'll give you guys an idea. It's a series. It's the first book in a series.
Red Queen?
No,
Oh.
no.
I mean, that's fantasy, but
I thought the war
I don't know.
allegory would get you guys.
Give me one that's just gonna slap me in the face.
Okay, the review was about children murdering other children.
The Hunger Games.
There you go. It's the Hunger
Ah.
Games.
I feel like I
Please.
just have dumb written on my forehead.
Okay, we also read this one on the podcast.
Oh God.
The character development was about as in depth and personal as a blade of grass. The writing was subpar and seemed like the author was going off every teenage stereotype he could think of. Dialogue was cheesy and awkward, similar to how I'd expect it to be in a bad anime. The villains were dull and not an ounce terrifying. Action scenes lackluster.
And we all read this?
For the podcast?
And yes, for the podcast.
It has to be a fantasy.
Of Blood and Fire.
No.
Written by a man.
Is it Rotten Ruin?
It is raw and ruined.
Was that your review, Carlos?
Honestly, it could have been, but it was not.
Aww.
This one only Carlos has read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we all know about this book. If you have to read this book, which you shouldn't do, but if you have to because your dad gave it to you and he's your dad, I recommend you do so while a little bit drunk. It makes this book a lot more fun.
Well, a little bit drunk.
I feel like it has to be like a Brandon Sanderson book.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be like fantasy.
The Way of Kings.
Yes!
The Way of Kings?
I know.
Wait, do you have another review? Another 1 star?
Yes.
You have to because your dad gave it to you.
If you have ADD, this is not the book for you. It's 1,000 pages of snooze. I read some Amazon reviews, and some say it gets interesting by page 800. Others recommend to start reading midway through the book.
No
Not
shot.
page 800. That's crazy.
Yeah, boring and dry with tons of characters I can't give two shits about. Damn!
They're lying, guys.
You're a liar? An actress?
An actress. I can sue.
I can sue.
Okay,
Oh God.
I think only Carlos and I have read this book. I don't think Lauren has read it, but you know about this book. This book is popular.
Okay.
What in the Vampire Diaries but without vampires is going on? No, just no.
Vampire Diaries without vampires?
Only you two have read this?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you have not read this book.
So then it had to have been for y'all's book club.
Carlos read this before I met him.
Wait, that's a big clue.
Before you met him.
2 YA for me and horrible ending.
The Poppy War?
No.
Wait, it is YA then.
It is YA.
I'm trying to go through my Goodreads.
Are you cheating?
Yes.
I wonder if let me see if I can read your review on Goodreads.
Oh.
So you gave this book 2 stars and you said, so pointless. Nothing was accomplished by the end of the book.
Is it the Inheritance Games?
Yes.
Oh,
That's so funny.
Jennifer Lynn Barnes' biggest fan right here.
I can't do it.
Me, I gave this book 5 stars.
Now you know how I feel with Rotten Ruin.
Right. Sorry to you.
Okay, so mine is a book that we've all read, and we did cover it on the podcast.
Ooh, okay.
I know I'm going against the grain here, but this one is really a steaming pile for me. Look, I know the evil misogynists are evil, but I'm not buying that there wasn't some hardcore glorification going on there. Shivers. Combine that with the MC being an unpalpable moron with exactly 0 sense of self-preservation or ability to read a room. Just no.
Is this The Last Housewife?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In what world was it glorified? I was so scared.
Listen, she needs to work on some internalized misogyny she's going through.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I do have a book. The first review is not going to give you guys anything, but it's just when you know what the book is, it's just so funny.
Okay.
Only Lauren and I have read this book. Carlos has not, but he definitely knows about this book.
Oh God.
This review just says, "What is wrong with me?"
Okay, so I'm thinking a GM fairy book.
Okay, well, we'll go to the next one.
Okay.
Absolutely not. This book is god awful. IDK what BookTok is on for hyping this up. I feel different now and not in a good way. My therapist will be hearing about this.
You and I read it.
Okay. I think you'll get it on this one. All of them have a breeding kink. All of them. Also, don't go into this expecting explicit content.
Ice Planet
Ice Planet
Barbarians?
It's
Barbarians.
Planet.
I knew it.
Oh my God. It had me at breeding kink.
Yeah. They definitely do have a breeding kink.
Well, they have to repopulate their tribe.
Okay.
Whatever. Carlos, do you have one?
Okay, this one's funny. This won't give anything away, but it's funny.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ, I wish I was illiterate.
Did we all read it?
Yes, we all read it. It's in the podcast.
I wish I was illiterate.
Akatar.
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Same, girl. Same.
I was going to read this one too. It says,
Do it.
girly girl Elena Gilbert, if she had a non-girly girl twin, meets the brand new Harry Styles Wattpad bully romance fanfic in a Harry Potter setting where everyone is caught high on fairy dust, drunk on mermaid pee, caught dealing unicorn poop, and base their entire personality on stars and tree alignments because it's the new chic.
Period.
8, 8.
Gagged by that. Oh my
Okay.
God.
That was actually a good review. Like to describe
a great
Zodiac
review.
Academy, like that's I would say that's a pretty accurate description.
This one we have all read, and we did it for the podcast. I'm genuinely baffled by the praise this book is getting. Did I read a different book? Because the book I read was not cute, not fun, or romantic, and I found nearly all the characters unlikable. I wasn't expecting this to be a masterpiece, but I wasn't expecting it to be so bad.
Oh. So it's a romance.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Bromance Book Club?
You're good. Wow.
Damn.
I was like,
Because-
surely they would not
low-key,
get this.
I kind of agree with them. So
Oh my gosh. I totally thought going into the archives on that one would have stumped ya.
no, I'm just too good. Just too good.
This one I agree with though. This 1-star review says the secondhand embarrassment was strong in this one. They should have just gotten a divorce. Yeah, the secondhand embarrassment was a lot.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, like I did not have fun reading that book. I was just sad that they were trying to make it work.
Yeah. That book made me realize I don't like second chance romance.
Mm.
Don't
Like-
give them a second chance.
Yeah, you fucked up. Bye.
I think I'm all out.
All
I am
out.
also
Wow, what an experiment that was.
that was
That was
fun.
That
so
was fun.
silly. That
Yeah,
was fun.
I like that. We need to do that again.
And I feel like now we can also announce that for a future episode, we are going to be doing a reader icks and like reader hot takes episode.
We're coming for you guys.
And for that episode, we are going to be joined by booktuber Gavin Reads It All. So that's going to be super fun. So make sure you guys let us know what icks you have when it comes to bookish things or like your hot takes. And we're going to be going through, discussing, giving our reactions. So super fun, super excited to have him on.
That'll be a fun episode.
Let us know what 1-star reviews you guys like, or if you rated any of these 1-star books 4 stars or higher, because that's the case with a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you felt personally victimized by these reviews, comment below.
Because because there were a couple I took a little personal. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, thank y'all for watching and tuning in again. Boop, boop, boop.
Thanks. Aw, cute.
You can find me on Instagram at Lauren H. Writes and on YouTube at Read Anything Good.
You can find me on Instagram at Kingdom of Books and on Twitch at Carlos Kings.
And you could possibly find me on Instagram and YouTube at Flower Reads a Lot, and our podcast, Control Your Shelf podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts. On Instagram, we're Control Your Shelf _pod. So yeah, follow us, like this video, listen to us, review us. Only 5 stars. Only 5 stars accepted.
Oh, hold on. Everybody salute. Put up your salutes, everybody.
Why?
Because we are all 1-star generals now.
That was crazy. Not the military propaganda.
Please.